Terrebonne now, we have you marked. I mean, that wind and water was coming up quick.
Yeah, Bruce, we're here. We're in the car right now just because of the conditions just deteriorating so rapidly here. The water on the other side of the levee system beginning to rise, that surge that we had been expecting now for some time, finally able to push back that east wind that had been really kind of counteracting it. So we do see some surge coming up. My photographer, Steve Wolfram, hopping back into the car right now. He just went and checked it. The surge, Steve, looking... How's it look out there?
Oh, water's not coming up.
Water. He said the water isn't really coming up that much. You know, we didn't expect it to be a surge that would be impactful in a way to this levee system as far as any sort of overtopping is concerned. So that's good news there. It seems to be like things are holding up right now, at least in this moment. As far as the wind is concerned, an incredible amount of wind to the point where the car is even shaking at times. So, Bruce, we are just a short bit north of the tip of that finger there in Dularge, right south of the Valgu Canal that connects Dularge, Dulac, and then so forth. So, as far as the landfall potential, Bruce, what are you seeing in this area? How close are we to that situation?
I would say you're going to see quiet conditions, Rob. It's going to be amazing as the eye is coming over you, a very broad one. I would say in the next 15, 20 minutes, you're going to have no rain and barely any wind. And we need to come back to you to show that because it's amazing how these storms work. Where here's on Viper radar.
We'll hop out of the car for that because it's just a...
Yeah. If we can punch me up, ahead, guys. I'm going to punch up. Hold on one second, Rob. And I've got the radar on one side and I've got you on the other. So again, as it moves northward, you're basically in this area right here. So eventually, you're going to be in dry conditions with not much happening. It's amazing. You went from one of the strongest storms you've ever covered down here, you were saying, to in the next 10 minutes, it's going to be calm as can be. That's just the way hurricanes work. It's amazing.
And then at the back end, he's going to get more rain once that eye passes.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely incredible.
Yes. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, you know, Bruce, you're talking about, that eye wall, right? I know a lot of our viewers experienced an eye wall in a really intense way when Zeta came through.
Right.
And then you remember what happened if you had the chance to experience that when the second portion or the back portion of the eye made its way through and the wind picked up again. So how quickly at a snap it really changes, and it's almost the same thing with how quickly the conditions deteriorated here as that came ashore here, as it's coming ashore here. As far as the storm is concerned, has it made landfall just yet? I know we're looking at the radar, and it appears the eye is just a short distance south of us.
It is. In fact, Rob, when you were doing your first live shot, we were in the newsroom, and Zach and I were talking, and all the news managers were around. A little backstory for the viewers, and it's like, it's really not that bad there. And Zach said, give it 10 minutes. And boy, was that a difference in 10 minutes, Rob Krieger?
Yeah.
Big change.
No. Yeah, absolutely. It's mind-boggling, how quickly things changed, and also pretty impressive to see both you, Bruce, and Zach Fradella, and Hannah Gard, I know, is helping us as well. The way that you all were able to really pinpoint exactly what's going to happen, even as these conditions are changing, monitoring that, it's clearly something that people are going to need to continue watching as the storm moves through this area. Look, we're at the forefront of it. We're on the front line of where this storm is coming in.
Right.
So we're showing you what those conditions are. The good news is, as you know, Bruce, that those things could begin to lessen as the storm makes its way in. Hopefully quicker, especially as the storm moves in. You can talk a little bit more about that. But as far as this eye here, man. It looks so huge on that radar, Bruce. For the folks that are in Terrebonne Parish, who are in their homes right now watching us in the same sort of conditions, experiencing this for themselves, it's very tempting to come out and start doing things again when that eye wall comes through. How long do you think that eye, if someone, say, was in the full diameter of the wall of the eye, how long do you think they have as far as those near nothing conditions.
That's a good question. Keep the double box up, guys, if you can. I'm going to come actually to Viper. Our 3 o'clock update before we go, Rob, I want to let you know, too, we just got a 3 o'clock. We're going to be getting the 4 o'clock any minute. The winds then were still at 90, moving northeast at about 17, but we do expect that to likely be a little bit faster as far as the forward speed and, the movement as well. But I'm going to pop up Viper, and I'm going to get to your question right now, Rob. So I don't know if you can see a monitor in the vehicle, the storm tracker, but nevertheless, this little area here is where you are. I mean, right in this little box. And as you can see, you're getting ready to come out of the worst of the eye wall. Probably, and again, in another few minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, you're going to begin to see a lot of the rain move out. And you maybe even see a little partly cloudy sky, believe it or not. I mean, I remember when Zeta moved over New Orleans, people were taking pictures because how rare is it for somebody to be under the eye of a storm, and you're talking about the entire United States, for you to be under an area maybe 5, 10, 15 miles wide. So that was a really interesting thing. You're about to get into that. And as you can see, that's where you are, and well inland now. I mean, the storm, it made landfall. We were calling between 3 and 3:30, 4 o'clock, and indeed it's before 4 now, and it indeed did make landfall where we were looking earlier at 7 o'clock from the Hurricane Center. So this thing is ahead of schedule, and I'm not complaining about it because daylight storms are the best type storms you can get. You don't want a storm ever, but if you're going to get a storm